Hi guys. I know a few of you are probably confused because I didn't go, welcome to Not Small Talk. I am your host, blah 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 blah. And the reason being is the purpose for these episodes are a little bit different. It's not to be like philosophical and try to be positive and stuff. It's to try to be me. That's why it's called Diary of a Madman. It's what goes on between my brain and between my two eyes, my brain. And I don't know if you could tell I'm sick as a dog, but the reason for the delay was, I started to get discouraged and, um, I was getting no views on my podcast, besides my friends and people that love me, supporting me, which means a lot. But, and then I started making like little clips of me playing games and I started posting them. And they were doing a little bit better than, a lot of it better than my podcast. And I was like, I was thinking about quitting. And I was thinking about quitting. Yeah. And what made me come back to this is I forgot the purpose of this podcast. Is to help people. And I got reminded of that today. Well, not today, this week, when unfortunately um someone that I knew, a friend of mine, I like to say, committed suicide. And this is like hard to talk about because that person helped me when I didn't I didn't think I was worthy of love. And my previous episode I spoke about how a neighbor of mine scammed me, and I was you know I and I talk about how I'm in pain a lot because I got into an accident, and I was at a really like messed up time in my life. I was riding the bike to the gym, and I think I just started working again, or there was a few periods where I stopped working because of my pain, but that's neither here nor there. But I remember I was just trying to get back on my feet, and I felt so down and depressed because I was in pain. I felt like I was making no progress, and I would stop at this place and get some food, and then I'd stop at this shop and I'd talk to the owner, and it started out as just small talk, not small talk. No, I really didn't intend the pun, but the the she helped me. I didn't feel alone. I felt heard, and yeah, um, and then I remember in particular a person that worked there said to me, I remember just talking to them about how I felt about myself. I don't know if I was crying, but I just remember I was not feeling well. I think I was in a lot of pain, and I just tried to keep on going to the gym, and it was like it's starting to get to me. But I remember they told me how they were married, I believe, or they were engaged, and the person that they were engaged to, they didn't think they were worthy of that love, like either. And you know, I don't know if then I had the courage to like I remember I hate talking about this, but my how me and my girlfriend met is Facebook. I texted her, and I don't think I would have had the courage to do that if it wasn't for the safe space that person created for me to to feel what I was feeling, and I wasn't judged for it either. That that meant a lot to me, and I don't know if I would have been with my girl right now if it wasn't for Sorry, I was wiping my nose. I don't think I would have been with my girl right now if it wasn't for that person. And I don't think I would have. I think I would have gave up. I mean, I can't say 100% certainly, but I was hanging by a thread, and and I never thought I was worthy of. I still didn't think I was worthy of love. I mean, I still struggle with it honestly, but I remember I didn't think I was worthy of that. That that the fact that they were just there, and I wish. I know. I mean, I know this. I know this really doesn't. You're not supposed to blame yourself and stuff, but I wish I realized that I was. Because maybe we would have been friends, and I could have helped them. And and I remember when I heard the news, I, defense mechanism. I cracked a joke that I didn't want to talk about it, and my girlfriend kept on asking me about it, and I really, really didn't want to talk about it. But we were eating dinner, and I was sitting in the fridge. Well, we were getting ready to eat dinner, I should say, and we were sitting in the fridge. I mean, I was sitting in the fridge, and I went to go. I was looking for juice. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Grabbing a cup of juice." Jeez, get off my back. And I was sitting there, and I was getting juice for like 2 minutes, just staring into the fridge. And like that's when it really hit me, and I just started crying. My girlfriend tried to come up to me and console me, and I just wasn't ready. And I just got distracted. I try to stay focused on my podcast and writing episodes and like working on my clips and stuff, and just trying to like really not trying to feel. One thing I didn't do, I will say, is I didn't lean towards substances, which is a good thing. I didn't like I didn't drink a lot. I didn't have any weed. I didn't I at least I wasn't ready to feel it, but at least I didn't numb it. And you know but yeah, I didn't want to talk about it at all. And I only talked about it with certain people that really I wasn't like I'm not close to, so there wasn't that vulnerability there. And like it there was no chance of me getting hurt, not getting hurt, but like you know what I mean, like feeling that. And then yesterday I had a good day, but I was in a little bit of pain because I was working so hard in the gym, and I was just trying to stay distracted, but I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't stretching because, you need to stretch every day when you get hit by a truck. So, yeah, I wasn't stretching, and I wasn't doing the little things that I need to do. I was just going to the gym and trying to be distracted. And then I was remember I was playing the game after with my brother and my girlfriend, and I don't know what it was. I think it was the pain I was in, and just life. And then on top of that, my losing a friend. And it was just and then there was some guy in the game, and he was being a little bit obnoxious, but so was I. And you know I just was like, you know what, this guy is catching all of this right now. And I got stuck in this mode where I couldn't snap out of it, and I was just being like petty, and I was being, I wasn't being, the person I aspired to be. And and it took me a while to get out of it, but it ended with me and my partner talking about, what was really on my mind, and what was really, causing me to behave that way. And, you know, it's just, if you have someone, appreciate the people around you, and you never know what people are going through. Always ask questions, always just ask how you doing. And I'm not saying, like, if anyone has lost anyone, like, recently, to suicide or an overdose or just something that's not natural causes, like, but it's not your fault. You know, it's it's sad to say it's life. You know, and the only thing we could do is just let people know that they're loved. You know, the same way that that person was there for me and let me know that I was loved at a point where I feel like I didn't deserve it. You know, we should aspire to do that for other people, even people that we feel don't deserve it. You know, people that have hurt people that have hurt us. You know, and for ourselves, most importantly. That's but the reason I want to talk about the reason I'm not giving my friend's name is I don't want this to come off as a like a grand you know, like when people pass away and everyone's like in the comments and it's like people that didn't even know the person are just like, "Oh my God." Like it's like that fakeness, you know. And I'm not saying that I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm just saying that in general. I don't want to come across as that. I just want to let you guys know that I lost a friend and I'm hurting. But, you know, I'm trying to grieve with myself. You know, I'm not trying to grieve with the world. Like, I mean, that's kind of being kind of contradicting myself by recording this podcast, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to piggyback off of the suffering of, you know what I mean? I think you guys get my point. But I'd like to end this because I'm trying to keep it below 10 and 15 minutes. Gonna end this with I'm not, as I said before, I'm not like religious, but I don't, you know, I don't I don't look down on religion, and I do pray. I don't pray to God, but I just pray. I pray to myself. I just pray to the universe. I don't know, the cosmopolis, whatever word you want to use, but I pray to something. Right? I pray to our consciousness. You know, our collective consciousness. You know, I don't know how else to word it, but I'd like to pray to my friend right now, and that's how I'd like to end this episode. And I hope that they hear me, and I hope that they see the positivity that I'm trying to push, and um, I'm trying to be there for offer someone some some relief from the pain that they're in. Hopefully that my words in this podcast can do what she did for me for other people, you know. So, all right. Um if you can hear me, I love you and I miss you, and I don't judge you for what you did because I was almost there myself a few times and you helped me from that. And you know, I don't know if there's an afterlife, but if there is, I hope I could see you again, and I hope we really can develop a friendship that we didn't really get to foster in this lifetime. I know you were big into energy and all that, so you know, I hope your family, I hope everyone who has also loved you and who is grieving, I hope that they can get peace, and I hope that you have found peace. And you know, I know people say that, you know, like if you kill yourself, you're going to hell, but I'm sorry, that's not true. You know, you know, you were a good person. You know what I mean? You saved me from a lot of pain, and just by like hearing about what you did for other people, you saved other people from a lot of pain. It wasn't just me. So I don't if there's a if you know if there's a God, I don't think, I know that he's not gonna do that, because if he's gonna do that, I don't like to swear on this podcast, but I'm not going to. But screw that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't deserve that. And I just hope you rest well, and you've earned it. You were really like, you were a prophet. Preaching just positivity and love. And trust me, I remember we were talking about before last time we spoke, the stuff you were going through with your loved ones. I hope that that has settled. And I remember that person that you were helping and how crazy the situation was. I just want to let you know that I seen that the purity in your heart in that, and it really inspired me. And I understand. I try to, at least. And I need to stop. I'll miss you. Bye.